from a Disney movie that just came out earlier this year or last year or something. It's called Brave. It's from the movie Brave, and it's about this Scottish girl, and it's so much fun. And I waited an entire year. That poster was in the theater like a year ahead of time, and I put it on my calendar. I was like, they're making a movie about me! So I was like really excited. I waited for that movie to come out, and it did not disappoint me. It was totally awesome. And anyway, this song is from it. It's when she's galloping through the forest. She's free. She didn't have to do school that day. She's a princess, and she has to. Her name's Merida, and she has to do schooling that princesses have to do. So one day she's free, and she doesn't have to go do homeschooling. And so she gets on her horse, and she's running through the forest, and she's climbing mountains and things. And this song was played at that part, and it was really fun. So. If you'll all help me, I'm going to need help with the beat here, so that's my little beat there. Everyone help me with that. All right, and then there's the chorus part. The chorus part goes, la 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 la. So if you can help me with that. And I'll tell you when. Okay, so here goes. When cold winds are calling and the sky is clear and bright, misty clouds can sing and beckon, lead me out into the light. I will ride, I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky. I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky. La 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 la. With dark woods hide secrets and the mountains are fierce and bold, deep waters hold reflections of times lost long ago. I will hear every story, take hold of my own dream, be as strong as the seas are stormy, and proud as an eagle scream. I will ride, I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky. I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky. La 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 la, touch the sky. Sorry, getting high. Chase the wind, touch the sky. Getting a little dry in here. All right. Okay, so the next song, how much time do we have now?
You got
10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, wow, okay. This next one is very traditional. It's called Scarborough Fair, and it's an English ballad. And the Scarborough Fair was a great big fair that they had in Scarborough, England. Great big fair. Merchants would come from all over the place, and if I understand the history correctly, this fair went on 400 years until the economy kind of went down because, you know, the competition was really getting high in the city. And so they eventually quit doing the Scarborough Fair in, I think, the 17th century. And anyway, they still have like little fairs in Scarborough to kind of commemorate the big fair that they used to have, you know, from the 13th century to the 17th century. So this song is talking about, it was originally written by a man singing about his love that he's going to meet at Scarborough Fair, or a stranger, he was giving a stranger a message to give to his love at Scarborough Fair. So I'm going to sing it from a woman's point of view. So it's going to say, my true love, he once was a true love of mine. Okay. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. He once was a true love of mine. Tell him to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without no seam nor needlework. Then he'll be a true love of mine. Tell him to find me an acre of land. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between salt water and the sea strand. Then he'll be a true love of mine. Tell him to find me an acre of land. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, between salt water and the sea strand. Then he'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. He once was a true love of mine. How much time do we have?
10 minutes.
At least 10 minutes more.
10 minutes. Okay. Well, that means we probably have time for the Highwaymen. Has anyone heard the Highwaymen?
No.
Okay. It's a poem written by Alfred Noyes in 1906. He was age 24 when he wrote it. And it became pretty famous. It was called the best narrative poem in existence for oral delivery. And it was featured in Anne of Green Gables in 1985, and I love Anne of Green Gables, of course, because she's redheaded. But Lorena McKinnon put it to music in 1997. So I'm going to sing this, and it's kind of dedicated to my oldest brother, Johnny, because he just loves this song and would listen to it all the time. So we're going to do the Highwayman, and hopefully it'll take up the last 10 minutes. So this is a story, and I love songs that tell stories. I just find them very interesting, especially, you know, if they have some mystery and intrigue. So here we go. Just imagine this. It's very image, whatever it is. You know, you got a lot of images from this. It's very descriptive. So here goes. The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The road was a ghostly galleon tossed upon the cloudy sea. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, when the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The highwayman came riding up to the olden door. He had a French cocked hat at his forehead, a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of claret velvet, and breeches of brown doe skin. They fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to his thighs, and he rode with a jewel twinkle, his pistol bars a twinkle, his rapier hilts a twinkle under the jeweled sky. And over the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the darkened yard, and he tapped with his whip at the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter? That's the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love note into her long red black hair. One kiss, my bonny sweetheart, I'm after a prize tonight, but I shall be back with the yellow gold before the morning light. And yet if they press me sharply and carry me through the day, then look for me by the moonlight, watch for me by the moonlight. I'll come to thee by the moonlight, though hell should bar the way. He rose upright in his stirrups, he scarce could reach her hand, but she loosened her hair in the casement. His hair burned like, his face burned like a brand, as a black cascade of perfume came tumbling over his breast, and he kissed its waves in the moonlight, ah, sweet waves in the moonlight. He tugged at his rein in the moonlight and galloped away to the west. He did not come at the dawning, he did not come at noon, before the rise of the out on the tawny sunset, before the rise of the moon, when the road was a gypsy's ribbon, looping the purple morn, a red-coat troop came marching, marching, marching. King George's men came marching up to the olden door. They said no word to the landlord, they drank his ale instead, but they gagged his daughter and bound her to the foot of her narrow bed. Two of them knelt at the casement with muskets at their sides. There was death at every window, hell at one dark window, for Beth could see through the casement the road that he would ride. They had tied her up to attention with many a sniggering jest. They had bound a musket beside her with the barrel beneath her breast. Now keep good watch, and they kissed her. She heard the dead man say, look for me by the moonlight, watch for me by the moonlight. I'll come to thee by the moonlight, though hell should bar the way. She twisted her hands behind her, but all the knots held good. But she writhed with her hands till her fingers were wet with sweat or blood. They stretched and strained in the darkness, and the hours crawled by like years, till now the stroke of midnight, cold on the stroke of midnight, the tip of her finger touched it, the trigger at least was hers. Tot-a-lot, had they heard it, the horse's hoofs ring clear. Tot-a-lot, in the distance, were they deaf they did not hear. Down the ribbon of moonlight, over the brow of the hill, the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The redcoats looked to their priming, she stood up straight and still. Tot-a-lot in the frosty silence, tot-a-lot in the echoing night. Nearer he came and nearer, her face was like a light. Her eyes grew wide for a moment, she drew a last deep breath, then her finger moved in the moonlight, her musket shattered the moonlight, shattered her breast in the moonlight, and warned him with her death. He turned, he spurred to the west, he did not know she stood, bowed with her head over musket, drenched with her own red blood. Not till the dawn he heard it, her face grew grey to hear, how Beth, the landlord's daughter, the landlord's black-eyed daughter, had watched for her love in the moonlight, and died in the darkness there. And back he spurred like a madman, shrieking a curse to the sky, with the right road smoking behind him, and his rapier brandished high. Blood red were the spurs in the golden noon, wine red was his velvet coat, when they shot him down in the highway, down like a dog on the highway, and he lay in his blood in the highway, with a bunch of lilies at his throat. Still on a winter's night, night, they say, when the moon is in the tree, when the wind is a ghostly galleon tossing up the cloudy sea, when the road is a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, a highwayman comes riding, riding, riding. A highwayman comes riding up to the olden door. Well, thank you all so much for sharing this time with me, and I was just so happy to share my love of Celtic music with all of you. And enjoy the rest of the festival, and have a wonderful day.